Welcome back everyone to another developer update. I'm Jeff from the Overwatch team, and today's developer update is going to be a little bit different than the normal ones we do. So we need to have a talk. Things have been difficult between us recently with all this toxicity. This just isn't the Overwatch community that I fell in love with. And, you know, it's not you, it's me. I'm sorry, that was just me being silly. Of course, it's you. You know, I feel like I have to put the Overwatch community over my need, and I don't care how many asses I have to spank. Your bad behavior will improve, and if it doesn't, well, let's just say not even a team of 6 pro Mercy mains would be able to resurrect this community. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, don't bother using the report feature because it doesn't actually do anything, and this couldn't be further from the truth. So to date, in Overwatch, we have taken disciplinary action against 4 accounts. And 3 were Blizzard employees who were doing bronze, 2 Grandmaster challenges. So the Overwatch team accepts the responsibility that we have, that we can do far better, and we will. But the bad behavior is actually making the game progress in terms of development at a much slower rate. And yeah, you're totally right. It might be because I dropped a hot dog into our server infrastructure, but it's much easier to guilt trip you guys instead. Now, I think a lot about video games and why people behave the way that they do in video games, and I think a lot of it comes down to this anonymity online that we don't normally have in our everyday lives. I've noticed when my driver is taking me back to the Kaplan family estate, and there's somebody in another card, there's a layer of anonymity there that maybe makes it okay for that other driver to scream. Stop driving on the sidewalk, you asshole, when they wouldn't do it to me in person if they knew who I was. And I usually just have my driver lean out the window and, you know, open fire. Anyway, it's sort of out of time right now, but the final thing I wanted to touch on was the changes to Mercy. We hope you guys are having fun with her. We think it's awesome that when your teammates are low on health and they're all yelling at you, why aren't you healing, why aren't you healing? You can just activate your ultimate ability and fly the fuck away. We think the change is really healthy for Mercy. Let us know what you think of these changes, guys, and have fun with them. We'll check in next time. Bye. And remember that if you haven't been buying loot boxes in the store, we don't want you in Overwatch. We don't want people to live off of their arcade loot boxes. We just don't want those people in Overwatch. Overwatch should be an inclusive game space. It's an inclusive aspirational universe, and the gameplay experience should match what Blizzard is hoping to achieve.